Hey guys, Asian Sleepy here with a video response to 49ernation1's question number 27. This week's question, he asked, what is your favorite Nintendo handheld? And he also had a bonus question, which is, what is your favorite horror movie? Thought it was kind of cool to have two questions in 1 week. So first up, bro, let me try to answer your first question. What is my favorite handheld? Well, first Nintendo handheld I ever had was the Nintendo Game Boy. Before I had the Game Boy, I just had those Tiger electronic handheld games. I mean, they were really cool and all, but they were kind of boring. I mean, you couldn't do a whole lot. Like, if you got a Batman one, you know, yeah, your character move around and you punched, but I kind of got bored with those. So when I got my first Game Boy, it was awesome. I mean, the games were really interesting, like the Super Mario Land, Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, playing the Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. When I got Pokemon Blue, my brother got Pokemon Red. I mean, that was really awesome. So I thought it was really cool, you know, you finally got to have video games portable. And if it wasn't for this Nintendo Game Boy being released, we probably wouldn't have any portable systems that we have today. It did have a couple cool accessories for it, like the Game Boy printer, the Game Boy camera. You could take pictures with the camera and then print them out with the printer. I thought that was kind of cool. A couple drawbacks to the console was, though, it didn't have color and it didn't have light. So you had to be in a well-lit environment, like you had to have a lamp on in your house, or you had to be outside, but you didn't want to have too much sun because it would put glare on the screen. But they did try to fix that with a couple accessories, and also it took 4 AA batteries. I don't know about your guys' parents, but my parents used to get so upset when I would blow through packs of batteries playing this thing so much. I mean, it did kind of eat through them. But I remember my parents got me one of these Game Boy packs. Of course, this isn't my original one, but you know, you would charge this pack and then plug it into your Game Boy, and it would let you play it even longer. So I thought that was cool. They also released these little accessories like this Handy Boy, which add extra speakers, a magnifying glass to make the screen bigger, and also a little light, so you could actually play it at night. Thought that was cool. After the Game Boy, I never got the Game Boy Pocket, but I did get Game Boy Color, and I thought this was a great step in the right direction. You know, finally, Game Boy with color games. Thought it was pretty cool. You know, still the same design as the Game Boy. And one of the nice things, though, is they switched to only needing 2 batteries, so it ate a lot of less batteries, and had a new library of games, and it still played the original games, which was pretty cool from the Game Boy. But again, did not have light for the screen, so you had to have the same thing with getting accessories for it or playing in a well-lit environment. So the Game Boy and Game Boy Color are awesome, but they're not my favorite handheld. Then I moved on to the Game Boy Advance. This was a really cool handheld. Had a lot of neat accessories for it, like this Nintendo e-reader, which you could swipe Nintendo cards and bring stuff into a game. You could also hook up these Game Boy Advance to the GameCube and use them as a controller or interact with the game. Like you could hook up this Game Boy Advance to Animal Crossing and go to a little island on here. Thought that was pretty cool. Again, you know, a new library of games. It was in color, took 2 AA batteries, but it did not have a backlit screen or a frontlit screen. Again, you had to have an accessory for the light or in a well-lit environment. Great system, you know, played all your original Game Boy Color games, and Game Boy Advance, but just not my favorite one. Now we get to one of my favorite. I couldn't narrow it down to one because of the way the library set up, but when they finally released the Game Boy Advance SP, it had a backlit screen, which was awesome. You could finally play this thing anywhere, day or night, and not have to worry about needing light. So I thought that was cool, and you could turn it on and off. They also got rid of needing batteries. It had a built-in battery. All you had to do was charge it, and you could go for quite a while. Thought that was cool. I recently did get a newer version of the Game Boy Advance SP, with a backlit screen, much brighter than these original Game Boy Advance SP. So for Game Boy up to Game Boy Advance, I love playing them on my Game Boy Advance SP. After I went from the SP, I went to the Nintendo DS, and this is by far absolute favorite #1 console handheld from Nintendo. was just so awesome. You know, you had 2 screens, you had touch, you could interact with the games down here better. Also had a port for the Game Boy Advance. Really cool. Another console with a built-in battery, and you could sometimes interact with certain games, like some of the Pokemon games for the DS would interact with Pokemon games from the Game Boy Advance. Thought that was cool. A drawback, though, was you couldn't play your Game Boy Color or original Game Boy games on the console, just Game Boy Advance and DS. So that's why I had to pick 2. But when I upgraded to the Nintendo DS Lite this year, this became number 1 right here. It was awesome. So much brighter screen than the original DS, and just an awesome console. So, bro, my choice for my favorite handhelds for Game Boy to Game Boy Advance is my Game Boy Advance SP, awesome console, and for Game Boy Advance games and DS games is my DS Lite. Those are my choices. Now, for the favorite horror movie, gotta go with the classic. I've watched it so many times, just absolutely classic movie for me, and that was The Nightmare on Elm Street, number 1. That movie was really awesome. I remember watching it as a kid. It scared the hell out of me. Thought a Freddy was gonna come out of the closet and get me, or maybe get me in my dreams. You know how you are as a kid. So my favorite horror movie is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Brings back so many great memories. Want to say thanks to you, 49er. For this awesome question. Really loving this question series you have here. And I also want to thank everyone for watching. You know, it's never too late to hop into his question series. You know, he loves having new people do the questions for him. I also enjoy watching them. So if you guys want to, stop by his channel and check it out and jump in the question series if you want to. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good day. And I'll see you guys next time.